You ever feel like your own mind is just a chaotic place you can't control? Like a whirlwind of thoughts and worries and plans that just refuse to settle down? A lot of us think meditation is about fighting that chaos, right? Wrestling our thoughts into submission. But what if I told you it's not a battle at all? What if it's a skill, something you can train step by step with a clear path to follow?
Yeah, it's a feeling pretty much everyone can relate to. This constant internal chatter, sometimes called the monkey mind, just jumping from one thought to another with no rest. It's frustrating, and honestly, it can feel like a war you just can't win.
And right there, that's the big secret. The whole goal isn't to crush the monkey mind, it's to train it with patience and with skill. And you know the best part? There's a guide for it, a map that actually lays out the entire journey, from a mind that's totally distracted to one with profound clarity and peace.
Okay, so let's dive into this map together, shall we? First, we're going to get an overview of the whole 10-stage journey. Then, we'll zoom in on those crucial first steps, for the novice. We'll get a little glimpse of what the summit looks like, learn how to handle the common roadblocks, and finally, we'll uncover the simple engine that powers this entire thing, your intention.
So, the foundation of all this is a really comprehensive 10-stage model. And a great way to think about it is like learning any other complex skill. I mean, you have to learn to walk before you can run, right? It's the same here. You've got to master the skills of one stage before you can really move on to the next. It's all about a sequential process of building that mental muscle. Now, these 10 stages, they're grouped into 4 major milestones. And each one of these marks a pretty significant leap in your practice. You start out as a novice, just learning the absolute basics. Then you become a skilled meditator, and you're able to do things an untrained mind just can't. After a really key transition stage, you become an adept, and that's where the mind starts to operate on a completely new level of clarity and stability. Okay, so this slide is basically our roadmap. Look at the progression here. We start with these really practical goals, right? Overcoming mind wandering, overcoming forgetting. But then look at where it all leads, to uniting the mind, pacifying the senses, and actually experiencing meditative joy. This just goes to show you that what begins as a simple, almost mechanical exercise can lead to these profound, transformative changes. Now, you might bounce between stages, but this gives you the big picture of what's possible. So let's really focus on those crucial early stages, the novice phase. This is where the real foundation gets built. It's all about taming that wild, wandering mind and developing the core skills of attention and awareness.
Ah, yes, every beginner knows this sequence intimately. First, a distraction just pops up. A sound, a thought, a random memory, and this thing captures your attention so completely that you actually forget you were supposed to be meditating. And that forgetting, well, it inevitably leads to mind wandering. You're just lost in a chain of thought for seconds, maybe even minutes. And look, this isn't a personal failure. It's just the natural state of an untrained mind.
So this is so important. The crucial thing is how you respond when you finally notice you've been off somewhere. The untrained reaction is frustration, right? Oh, not again. But the skillful response, it's a moment of quiet celebration. Aha, I noticed. That aha moment, it's not a sign of failure, it's a moment of awareness coming back. It's a victory. And by appreciating this moment, you're actually using positive reinforcement to train your mind to wake up sooner next time.
Okay, so if that's the foundation, what are we building towards? Let's take a quick glimpse at the summit, because after patiently working through all these stages, the mind develops some truly extraordinary abilities. And this isn't just about being calm while you meditate. We're talking about fundamentally transforming your entire state of being.
This right here, this is the treasure at the end of the journey. I mean, just imagine your attention being so stable that it stays where you put it with zero effort, like a perfectly balanced stone. Imagine your awareness becoming so sharp and vivid that you experience life with this whole new level of richness. The constant chatter from your senses quiets down, leading to this deep, unshakable sense of joy and peace that just comes from within. And you know the best part? These qualities, they don't just stay in your meditation sessions. They start to infuse your daily life, changing how you deal with challenges and how you experience every single moment. Of course, no great journey is without its obstacles, and this map of meditation clearly marks out 5 universal challenges. They're called the 5 hindrances, but seeing them on the map helps us understand that they're a normal part of the process, not some sign that we're doing it all wrong. And this table just illustrates so brilliantly how they work. See, each hindrance spins this really compelling story to pull you off your practice. Desire tells you, I need something else to be happy. Aversion says, I have to get away from this feeling. But for every single story, meditation helps you develop a specific antidote. A mind that's filled with meditative joy doesn't really have room for worry. A mind that's unified isn't out there chasing worldly desires. You literally develop the mental tools to see right through the stories.
And this really gets to the heart of it all. Overcoming these hindrances isn't just about having a better meditation session. It's about recognizing the limiting stories that kind of run our lives and gaining the freedom to write a new, more expansive one for ourselves. So how in the world do you actually do all of this? Is it about gritting your teeth and just using massive amounts of willpower? Nope, not at all. The entire practice is powered by a much more elegant and frankly more effective tool: gentle, repeated intention. This is it. This is the simple 3-step formula at the very heart of the practice. Think about learning to catch a ball. You don't force your hand to catch it, you just hold the intention to catch it, and with practice, your body learns. Well, it's the exact same with the mind. You gently and persistently hold an intention, like stay with the breath or appreciate that aha moment, and over time, these intentions become automatic mental habits. You know, the best analogy here is that of a skilled gardener. You can't force a plant to grow by yanking on it. You just provide the right conditions. You sow the seeds of intention, you water them with consistent practice, you gently weed out the hindrances when they pop up, and then you trust the process. With patience and care, the fruits of your practice will grow all on their own. So ultimately, this whole map reveals a profound truth. Your mind isn't some fixed thing you're just stuck with. It is a trainable capacity. And the key to it all is your intention. By setting and holding clear, conscious intentions, you are actively shaping the habits of your mind. So the real question becomes, what kind of mind do you want to cultivate?